Hi guys, it's me Terri of the Yarnjoy podcast. Welcome to Vlogtober Day 8. Okay, so for my mini project of the day, following along over on Happy Berry Crochet's YouTube channel and her tutorials, I did the 3-layer flower. I really enjoyed this. I just picked 3 random scrap balls I thought maybe would go together. Just something that I had within reach where I was at. And you build it all together. You don't have to do 3 separate flowers and stitch them together. There, you start with the white and or the middle, whatever your top layer is going to be, and then you form that, and then you change your colors, and then you add your second layer, and then you change colors again, and you add your third bottom layer. So it's a nice 3-dimensional flower. I don't normally like 3-dimensional flowers too much because of the way, especially if you're gonna put them like on a blanket or anything. I don't care for those. I love that they are pretty, but mine always the the petals all get folded like that. You know, they don't like hold their shape. But I really like the way this one is. I think it will hold its shape really well if you want to put it on a blanket or something. It's always nice to have a basic flower pattern that you can use. Change the colors and use the colors with whatever project you're working on. It will go on a hat. I guess it'd probably even go on a headband. So whatever you want to put it on, a bag or anything you need to trim a flower for. So anyway, this is my project for today, and of course I will link the tutorial in the description box below so then you can find it. Okay, so going on to the next section. Yesterday I had given you 3 trivia questions, and let's go over the answers. Okay, so yesterday I asked, the first one I asked was, which of the following doesn't belong and why? Elton John, Mick Jagger, Bruce Hornsby, Bill Murray, or Paul M. Okay? And the answer to that one is D, Bill Murray, because all the others are singers. Okay? The next question was, what are the names of the 2 old men who sit in the balcony on the Muppet Show? Was it A, Aspen and Ludsthorpe, B, Chilton and Gerard, C, Hawkins and Nigel, or D, Waldorf and Statler? And the answer to that one was D, Waldorf and Statler. The ornery octogenarians enjoy heckling the other Muppets from the best seats in the house. Their names are based on hotels in New York, the Waldorf Astoria and the Statler Hilton. Okay. And number 3 for yesterday was, which country singer is known as the Man in Black? That one was either A, Clint Black, B, Garth Brooks, C, Johnny Cash, or D, Hank Williams. And of course, that was Johnny Cash. Cash has been inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Gospel Music Hall of Fame, and the Rockabilly Hall of Fame. Okay, so trivia questions for today. The first one is, which of the following doesn't belong and why? A, Kermit, B, Bert, C, Ernie, D, Alvin, or E, Oscar? Okay. Number 2 is, which actress played Gertie in the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial? Was that A, Drew Barrymore, B, Cameron Diaz, C, Gwyneth Paltrow, or D, Reese Witherspoon? Okay. And number 3 for the day is, which creepy actor also penned a gourmet cookbook? Was it A, Boris Karloff, B, Bela Lugosi, C, Willem Dafoe, or D, Vincent Price? Okay, so come back tomorrow and we'll find out the answers to those questions. Okay, on to the Q&A section. And thank you so much for everyone that is submitting questions for me to answer. I really appreciate it, and I'm really having fun with it. So keep the questions coming. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Bonnie Dick asked me about the wreath back there. She wanted to know if the wreath on the board back there was crocheted or a ribbon. And I also, there was another question, I can't remember who it was, but there was another question, somebody else had asked me about that wreath also. That is a wreath I made, I think it was last year I made that. Or no, 2 years ago I think I made that. Anyway, that is a pattern by Sarah Zimmerman over at Repeat Crafter Me. It's a free pattern, and I really enjoyed putting that together. And so I will put a link to that pattern in the description box below, so you can go over and check it out. Okay, so that one was, let's see, that was that question. Okay, let's see. Oh, Leanne Burns, I'm not sure if I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry, Leanne. But she asked me, oh boy, this is a big question. She asked me what my top 3 favorite podcaster or YouTube channels are to watch. And that is very difficult because I am subscribed. Let's see, I got my laptop right here so I can let you know. I am subscribed to 377 YouTube channels. Now, they're not all crochet channels, but the majority of them are. So it's very difficult to say what my top 3 are. Very difficult. I can say, though, that I suppose one of my very top, and I'll tell you why, is because it is Margaret over her YouTube channel is Margaret Olander. She calls her videos or whatever sheepishly sharing. Okay, now the reason Margaret holds a special place in my heart is because she is the one that inspired me to make videos to begin with. She had a giveaway where you had to make a little 2-minute video of yourself, just introducing yourself and telling a little bit about yourself. And I guess when I thought, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try, one, to enter the giveaway, but also I thought, you know, I've always wondered what it would be like to do that, and here's a good excuse for me to try it out and see how I liked it. So I did the little video and I sent it to her, and she put it on her YouTube channel, and I just discovered that I really liked it. I liked interacting that way with other people, and I didn't win the giveaway but I discovered that I really enjoyed doing that, and that kind of spurred me on, I guess, or pushed me a little bit to take what do you say, a leap of faith, and I don't know, but just to start my video channel. And so thank you, Margaret. I really appreciate it. I have so much fun doing this, and it's changed my life, really. Okay, so but to be able to pick like my top 3 podcasters is very difficult. I have way more than I just can't. I'm sorry. I have so many, and I feel there's some that maybe I feel a little bit closer to than others, just because I may have had some personal interactions with maybe you know, conversations and stuff between a few of the my fellow podcasters, but I just can't pick my top ones because everybody's videos are awesome. I always usually get something out of them, either in inspiration for a new project, or I just feel a kinship to people that have the same likes and interests, and so I can't pin down 3. I can't do it. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Next question. Okay, Mary DeCaucus asked me if I have a favorite yarn, and if so, what was it? It depends on the project. I have a favorite yarn for individual projects. Like amigurumis, I really like things that I feel like are gonna hold up to wear and not tear, but you know, wear and being overly loved and being washed a bunch of times, stuff like that. And so I usually tend to lean toward Red Heart Super Saver. The vast array of colors that they have is very good when you're looking for certain colors for amigurumi. I also like Premier Everyday Yarns, the anti-pilling everyday yarns, because I feel like they have really nice colors too and hold up to washings, and which is great for amigurumis. Now if I'm gonna do a baby blanket, something soft, a lot of times I like to do baby blankets. Well, it depends. It depends on what look I'm going for. If I'm looking for a more heirloom quality type blanket, then I usually lean toward number 3 weight yarns, thinner yarns, so then the stitches will be more delicate, like Bernat Baby, what is it? Baby Softy Baby. And, I use that quite a bit when I'm doing baby blankets. If I'm looking for something a little bit more, a quicker project maybe, and it's still baby blanket, then I'll use a number 4. I don't know. I have lots of favorites, I guess. The mandala, Lion Brand mandalas, those number 3s are great for shawls and stuff like that, because you want it to have a nice drape and kind of delicate but warm, you know. Another one I made a blanket out of, and I really liked the way it turned out, it was an Afghan that I made for a wedding gift, and it was Lion Brand Heartland, and it's got a very nice softness to it, but it feels like it's it's sturdy, you know, will hold up to washings and stuff. I really like that one. I just like, there's lots I like, and of course there's lots that I haven't tried, and I probably will, you know, they may be even new favorites, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, Cindy Kinney asks a hard question. I'll try. Let's see. She asks, if I could meet anybody that is deceased, who would it be? Oh goodness, I've been looking at this question for a while, Cindy. I did see it because I think you asked me again on another video. I saw it, but I've just really been trying to figure out an answer to it, and that's just very difficult. I was trying to think, well, is there somebody in history I wanted to meet, and why would I want to meet that person? I just can't pin down anybody in particular, except I would love to be able to spend, you know, they'll say, well, who would you like to spend a day with that is deceased? Well, I lost my dad almost 4 years ago. Yeah. And is it 4? Yeah, 4 years ago. Anyway, I really miss him. I really miss him a lot. And you know, my grandparents, they passed away when I was pretty young. My grandfather passed away when I was in high school, and my grandmother passed away just 6 months after I got married. My other grandmother passed away just a couple of months after I got engaged. So I really miss them. I wish they would have been here to see my children, you know, meet my children. That's, you know, I have family members that I would really love to see, you know, to visit with them again. I have a childhood friend that passed away that I was very close to, and she passed away when we were just in our 20s. I miss her very much. So anyway, I'm going to start getting misty, so let's go on to the next question. So Linda, just a crochet sister, asked me, do you get to see the babies that will get your hats? So I think what she's talking about is the preemie babies that I have made hats for, that I donate each year for the Halloween hat drive. Okay, well, the first year I didn't take the hats myself. I gave them to the coordinator, and then she delivered them all at once, and so I did not see, I wasn't there, but she did get permission by a few of the parents to take pictures of the babies with their hats on, and I did get the lady did send me a couple of pictures of some of the babies, or I think 2, that had one of my hats on. So that was sweet. Those babies, some of them are so super tiny, you know, and but like I said, yes, I did get to see a couple of pictures. And then last year I actually went, I couldn't meet up with the lady to give her the hats. Our schedules just wouldn't sync up, and so I actually went myself and delivered them. My husband drove me over there, or took me to the hospital to donate, and then my son and I went in, and I didn't get to see any of the babies, but the experience I had was wonderful, because the nurses I just went to the nurses station, and the nurses were so happy and excited. They were digging through the sack and looking at all the hats that I had, and so that was fun, because they were like, ooh, ah, you know. And then but the most special thing is that there was a young couple that was coming out of the NICU and going by the nurses station, and one of the nurses gave them one of my hats for their baby. They had a little boy that was in the NICU, and they gave them the hat, and then they told them, you know, well, here's the lady that made these hats, and she just brought them to donate. And so I got to meet the young couple that one of my hats went to, and they were so appreciative. I mean, they were like, you mean you made these and you don't even know us? And that is so sweet, you know. And so I got to give them a hug, and I got to kind of give them encouragement. Their baby had been there for over a month, I think, and was still going to have to be there longer. And so it was very rewarding for me to be able to give them encouragement, and help them, to cheer him up, and so they did say that he was doing well, and they had expected that he was going to get to go home within the next month, I think. Anyway, that was last year, and so that just really made me even set a goal to be able to give more hats for this year. So that's a long answer to your question, Linda, that no, I have seen a couple of pictures of the babies with my hats on, but that's all. And then, like I said, I was actually able to meet a set of parents, that got one of my hats. So one more thing I was wanting to show you before I'll let you go for today is we had been talking about other crafts that I had liked to do, or somebody had asked me what other crafts I have tried, and I mentioned that I used to cross stitch, and so I did get one of my pictures. I think this is about the only one that I have kept that is still hanging up on one of my walls, and so I took it down so then you can see it. It was a big project that I'm very proud of. It took me years to make it. I remember I started making it when I was pregnant with my first son, and it took me years before I finally finished it, and then it took me years before I got it framed. My husband framed it for me, and so anyway, let me show it to you. Now there's the whole picture. I hope you can get a good picture of it, good shot of it. I'll get up here closer so you can see it a little bit. It is an Amish scene, and it had 3 panels. It has this big panel in the middle, and that's like solid stitches. And then it has the 2 panels on either side, so I hope you can see it all there. I just fell in love with it when I saw it. It was in a cross stitch magazine that I used to get, and so when I saw it, I just knew I had to do it. And like I said, it took me forever. It seemed like, and then it took me forever for us to frame it. But I'm very proud of it. But anyway, I don't cross stitch much anymore, but hardly at all. I haven't in a long time. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you and show you something that I did a long time ago, but I wanted to share. So anyway, thanks guys for watching day 8 of Vlogtober, and come back tomorrow for day 9. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.